Okay, so I just watched Karson's live where she responded to Tea Talk with your girl, and I am hella confused. But let's get through this. I think that Karson is mistaking how, I don't think she understands how her words come out. Like, I think that Karson has an idea in her head, right? But when she verbalizes it, it doesn't come out the way that she's thinking. Because she said that T-Talk completely lied on her and said that she didn't say anything that T-Talk said. All she said was everybody had fun at the party, and including Mel, and everybody was getting along. She said, I didn't say they were friends. I didn't imply that they were friends. Yes, you did. What she said was, I'm assuming she was asked a question, and she said, I'm going to say it like this. From what I saw, everybody was getting along, and it just didn't seem to me like they didn't like each other. It didn't seem to me like it was for work. It didn't seem to me like anything that's on the television show. So what I got out of it was her saying that what the show is portraying them to be as a group, as a whole, is definitely not what she saw at the party. And that they were all at least cordial. And from that, one would think that she was saying that, I mean, not necessarily that Melody's fake, but let's just put it like this. You know how sometimes you can have a person, they act one way with a friend when it's just them, and then when someone else come around, they act completely different towards that person. That's exactly what I got out of what she was saying. And maybe that's not what she meant, but baby, that's damn sure what it gave. That is surely what it gave. And then she said that Tea Talk with your girl was really just putting her feelings onto Karson. She was saying that Tea Talk really is angry with Melody because she went to the party, and so she can't say that she's angry with Melody, so she's saying Karson said that Melody was fake and playing in people's face. But that's not true neither, because the thing about it is, just because you support someone, just because T-Talk says she's a millimeter, doesn't mean she has to agree with everything that Melody says and does. Like, you can be a fan of someone and still call them out on their shit. Like, you can like someone and you can still be able to say, that's wrong, or I didn't like that. And no one should have a problem with you expressing how you feel. We're all individuals. We have different feelings, right? Different opinions. So therefore, it's not like, okay, well, y'all want to say, y'all really upset with Mel because she went to the party. No, she could go wherever she wants. And people can say how they feel without anyone flipping on them and saying that they're wrong for feeling how they feel. And then she said that, well, I wish that, I want to see what you guys would do if Melody just started supporting Stormy. And some people were saying, like, if she started back working with the Scotts. She was like, I wonder how y'all would take that. Then y'all would be mad at Mel. No, wrong again, Miss Karson. Because the thing about it is, Stormy's event was, of course, her birthday party, and it was a charity event. Now, people that follow Mel and listen to what she says, she supports in any kind of way she can anything charity related. Not saying that is why she went to the party. Maybe she went because she was invited and she still wanted to show support. I don't see nothing wrong with it, and I still don't care for Stormy. I don't see nothing wrong with her supporting any of them because she does. She just gave to Maurice's son's I think football charity or basketball. It was some sports related charity. She donated to that. She went to Tisha's daughter's launching of their new product. She supported that. Like she does support them. Everybody except Martell. Like she supports them. So what you're saying you want to see, if you're really looking and watching, you'll see it. Like she does it. And her fans are still her fans. So it's not like people can't disagree with the things that Melody say and do. They can, and they do, but she's a grown woman. Whether it's work related, a charity event, or simply because she wants to attend an event, she has that right. And she does what she wants to do. So my whole take on this live was, Karson, baby, you need to calm down. She be going live and she be going off, but I don't think she really realizes what she says. Like, sometimes your wording can confuse people because how we take it in may not be how you're trying to put it out there. But that is exactly what you said when you broke it down for me. How I took it when you broke it down and you said, from what I saw people, a group of women getting along. This wasn't verbatim, but it was along the lines. A group of women getting along. I didn't see what is shown on television. I didn't see that. And so, and I wouldn't think that they didn't like each other. Like, I saw people having fun and enjoying each other. And you can be cordial and be in someone else's space, but still not be their friend. So yeah, I mean, what you said was, I mean, it did give that, you know, how she acts with them alone versus how she act with them on camera. But she said a long time ago that she was at peace. And when people are at peace, they can show up in different places and not be bothered. Now, am I glad that Melody went to that party and had a good time? Right? Why not show up? Show up. Show people that you're good. Show people that you're unbothered. You're unfazed. Like, there's no better revenge besides your money. But there's no better revenge than to show the people that tried to break you, because they did. They tried. That they didn't break you. And one thing that I had a big problem with in this live, when she said, so her auntie, the show is not toxic. It's the content creators, the bloggers, the YouTubers. Baby, I'm not sure if your discernment just don't work when you watch that show, because you watch it, Karson. But that show is very toxic. It is very toxic. We content creators, YouTubers, bloggers, they're all the same thing, one and the same. They report on what they see. And what we saw was a TV show that had a group of people, both men and women, trying to tear down one person. What we saw was a TV show that employed a man who constantly cheated on his wife, who constantly tried to turn people against her and tried to take out the ultimate betrayal, the most disgusting act against his ex-wife. We saw people, grown elderly women, saying disgusting things about children on this show. That is very much so toxic, ma'am. Very much so toxic. And if you don't think that television show, that Love and Marriage Huntsville, is not toxic, it's either you really don't watch it or you don't watch it to get an understanding. Because that show is very toxic. That live was Karson. Like, I'm just starting to, this is what I would expect from her lives. And I watch them sporadically. Like, something has to be going on for me to sit and watch her lives, but I will, and I just think that as open-minded as she wants to portray herself to be, she really has to open her mind up. Like, she really has to think and take things in and just not look at it from one portion to the next, because she's making it seem that people are upset with her, because she said y'all are trying to make it seem like I was, basically what she said in a nutshell, that people are making it seem like she tried to put Melody down and lift Stormy up. No, it was just the fact that all of the sudden, like, you were just so in awe of Stormy in her home. And it's nothing wrong with being inspired by someone. I would love to own an estate with land on top of land on top of land. That's great that she has that, and at a young age, and a black woman. Nothing wrong with being inspired. But when she said that, I wasn't trying to push Stormy off on y'all. Yes, you were. You kept saying Stormy needs a do-over. Y'all need to give Stormy a chance. Y'all need to see this side of Stormy. Baby, we see repeatedly the same side of Stormy that she wanted to give us. And we can only go off of what we get. The same way that you're choosing to go off of what you saw at her home opposed to what she shows on that show. It's your choice to choose to see Stormy in that light. So it's our choice to see her in the light we see her as what she show us on that TV show every single week. Whoo, child, we're going to keep our eyes and ears open, because, baby, I don't know what Miss Karson got going on, but if it works for you, boo, it works for you, boo.